and gentlemen, we are moving back to mixed martial arts action for you now with this one sponsored by FSG. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, from Street MMA. Put your hands together for Will Cairns. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner from Team Titan, making a long-awaited return to the cage. Please welcome Corrin, Eaton. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, this bout sponsored by FSG. Introducing to you one more time, fighting out of the red corner from Street MMA. Give it up for Will Cairns. And his opponent, standing across the cage in the blue corner from Team Titan. Give it up for Corrin, Eaton. This professional mixed martial arts contest will be fought over 3 5-minute rounds. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Andy Nichols.
Here we go then, the return of Corrin Eaton, the man who retired last year, realised how much he missed the sport, loved the sport, and now he's back in the cage here at Contenders. He's fighting Will Cairns from Streets MMA with the all red shorts. Corrin in the opposite corner in the green shorts from Team Titan. And here we go, it's at lightweight, so upper weight from what Corrin would normally be fighting at, which is featherweight. He looks to fire the big right hand straight away, Corrin Eaton. Last seen in a fight of the year contender against former Cage Warriors champ Dean Truman. And straight away, Corrin has got the takedown, Dean.
Corrin's going to methodically here work his way to a better position. He'll look to maybe go to the mount or the side control position. He's looking to win this one and establish this first win back decisively. You know, he said, you don't realise what you've got till it's gone. Expect him to come very hungry after such a long layoff.
Yeah, he was desperate to get back in the cage. A couple of fights fell through, and he didn't think he was going to be able to fight here tonight, but Will Cairns stepped up, and I think tonight is just about getting back in the cage for Corrin Eaton, getting a win, and getting that feeling back. As I say, he realised how much he missed the sport and the training and the lifestyle when he was away from it. Fully back in love with it, and thinks he can make another run at a major title. As he's wiping Will Cairns across the canvas here at Contenders 27.
And Cairns is a real tricky customer. He's been here before, he's had a lot of fights, very experienced. He understands how to limit your ability to finish him. You know, he's great on the feet. You know, he's won some ultimate bare-knuckle boxing shows, and he's hungry for a win, worked on his defense, as we're seeing here, off his back. Eaton now will look to pass. Into side control here.
Nice work from Corrin. I should, of course, mention this is 5 5-minute rounds. This is pro MMA. The first of our pro MMA fights. The next 5 fights are all pro MMA as we head towards the main card. Corrin's got the full mount now on Will Cairns, Dean.
This is what we're speaking about with regards to Eaton, methodically working his way to a better position, not giving anything up, not taking a silly submission and ended up on his back. Could potentially work to the head and arm triangle here, because Will is leaving his arms quite high. So watch for Corrin to posture up and rain down the punches.
Corrin just taking his time here, getting the ring rust out, the cage rust rather. And now looking to rain down some punishment, some heavy elbows on Will Cairns. Cairns gives up the back.
Eaton looking to keep that top position. You can see that he's almost riding Cairns. He's not allowing him to turn. He's not allowing him. There we go. As he turns, he rolls with him. Eaton didn't push or facilitate that. He's simply just riding on top of him, much like you'd ride a horse. The horse moves underneath you, and you just stay on top.
And here we go, heavy mount from Corrin Eaton as he's looking to start to punish Will Cairns from this top position. Postures up, there we go, big elbow from Corrin Eaton.
Cairns is turning away here. He's got to be careful about doing that. Big punches and elbows being fired down from Corrin. The referee's looking on.
And this might not last much longer. Will's got to move, he's got to do something. He can't just sit there and take this punishment from Eaton. Referee Andy Nichols watching on.
He's eating these punches. I mean, you could argue he's not intelligently defending here, he's just covering up.
Corrin's looking for that one big punch which will finish this fight. On his return to the cage, Cairns just frantically trying to cover his face.
Eaton switching to the back, both hooks in. He's got to stay low on the belt line. Could switch to the rear naked, but look at that. That's what I'm saying about Will. He's a very tricky customer. You think you've got his number, and he immediately turns around and defends. He's turning in now. Eaton looking to stay on top, going to fire that right knee and left knee down to the mat. There we go, full mount again from Eaton. Now he's free to rain down more decisive elbows and punches from the top position.
Looking for these shots to force the stoppage. Elbow from Corrin, and again, brutal shot.
Got to be careful of the back of the head there.
Oh, there we go. He's tapped to strikes Will Cairns. A huge elbow from Corrin Eaton. This fight is over, and Corrin Eaton is back with a stoppage victory in the very first round. And he comes over and points out he's happy to be back in there. And as soon as Corrin Eaton got Will Cairns to the floor, that was all she wrote, Dean.
That was what I expected of him. He wasn't going to take any silly chances after such a long layoff. He's going to look to take this fight to the ground. So you see some of the handiwork on the ground from Corrin Eaton. Big elbows. He's making sure that he stays in the top position, doesn't give anything up. As soon as Will turns, he takes his back. He's holding the arm. You know, he's just really methodically breaking down Will. And that showed because Will tapped out. He recognised that there was no way out for him. He didn't want to eat any more of these punches and elbows from the top position.
Hopefully we get to see this big elbow that forced Will to tap out. It was a huge elbow from the top.
There's a big punches here to the body, goes to the head. It's really looking to associate the damage and show the referee that, you know what, you've got to stop this fight. Yeah.
Just on the side of the ear. Beautifully placed elbow from Corrin Eaton. And that was enough for Will Cairns as he tapped to strike. So Corrin Eaton back in the cage, back in the win column. Very good to see indeed. And let's see what he can do in the rest of his career. He may already have a fight lined up on Contenders in November, Contenders 28, November 23rd. Get that in your diary. I hope to see Corrin Eaton back in the cage. He's in there with Mickey Pappas and Jason Radcliffe. And we can get the official verdict now from Tom Vince.
Fighters to the centre of the cage, please. Ladies and gents, let's have a big round of applause for both these fighters, please. But ladies and gentlemen, your winner in the blue corner, let's hear it for Corrin, Eaton. Let's hear it for Cairns.